Ki rana ti o whare tūnei, te whare tapu, e te o tawini i titua ki ro te ziapoi. Ko au e te mana nui a kiwa no te irimi tātou ki rea. Last week on Friday, I was at Mangere Bridge Primary School. And as we were sitting down listening to the children, there was an 8 and a 9-year-old who were learning about leadership. And I asked them this one thing. So what is it that is most important about leadership to you? One of the 8-year-olds sort of scratched around and then he stood up and said to me, the most important thing about leadership is making sure people feel like they belong. And what a powerful statement. And the truth is, through the mouth of babes, we have this reality. And the truth that has been said here today, everybody should deserve a place where they belong. When I was reading the Dominion Post today, there was an article that talked about homelessness and housing and the crisis that exists for people. Inside there, the topic actually said in the headline was the solution to homelessness lies with all of us. And I would like to say that that's the truth and that's what we need to see. So to Teresa, can I say thank you for the courage as an advocate, because as you stood up to tell Siobhan's story, you did that so that her story would not be forgotten. And can I say this, that it's sad that it took Siobhan to tell the WIN staff that she was going to talk to MPs that she then deserved to have a home, because what the government has done is special needs grants means that any person who comes along to a WIN's office and says that I need a place because I don't have a home should be helped and supported, and I'd be happy afterwards to find out to make sure that she does get that care. But I acknowledge you because Siobhan's story is really important to be heard. She deserves to be heard, she deserves to be supported. What the government has done has significantly, for the first time, put $354 million to make sure that Siobhans of this world and of our community have an opportunity to stabilise their living situation and to go on. And so can I say thank you to you as well. Kia ora to you too, Diana, and thank you for you, because the heart of this is the solution lies with all of us. And for you and your mahi and your work that you're doing is that it's in partnership with government and with the community to make sure we can meet their needs. And you're absolutely right. The needs are ongoing. What the government has clearly said is this: we don't have all the solutions. And what we've developed is a partnership. We've got community housing providers. There are 43 up and down this country. We have emergency housing providers. Everything from Salvation Army to Monte Cecilia. There are a number of others. There's LifeWise and others. And like you and your good work that you're doing, they're important. So can I say, kia kaha to your mahi and your work that you are doing, because what the government does believe is that in partnership with you, that we can make a difference. Anna, you remind me, I have 4 children and 2 grandchildren, and my son was here at Victoria University, he graduated last year, and his stories with him and his friends are the same stories that you've shared. That there are times that it's hard to find a place, so they bunk in together, they huddle in together, they try and do as much as they can to share. And you're right, because the accommodation and the accountability of those who provide that support need to be held to account. What the government has done, it's made amendments to the Residential Tenancies Amendment Act and made sure that they should be held accountable. It can get better and it will. We've made sure that they're warmer, drier. They have made a commitment over a period of time, all the Housing New Zealand houses. There are over 300,000 houses up and down the country that we've committed to and by support to make sure that they are warmer and drier than they ever were before. But you're absolutely right. It's important that we care for those, especially our students who are studying and others, that they have the care. So we've made sure we've held them accountable as well. Carolyn, can I thank you for your work in the soup kitchen? Because it's absolutely right for those who are homeless. When we have worked with LifeWise and also to other organisations, there's an initiative called Housing First. Julie Nelson and the teams that have been down there started the pilot down in the Waikato. What they found were the 206 that they were working, and they call it the chronic homeless. So when they look at homeless, they say there's the chronic homeless and there's the incidental homeless. In other words, those who come in and out. But stories that you've shared are those that through hardship and through circumstance have found them in an unfortunate situation. Our commitment is through that, is that first of all, over in Auckland, also in the Waikato, we're rolling this program out. It's something that I know it's been endorsed by all the parties, even the opposition parties, that Housing First is an initiative to address homelessness in our country. And it doesn't judge, all it says is this: you put those who have the best resources and services at the front line to make sure you can meet their needs as well. And so can I thank you to our theological leaders who have taught us this, that actually it's not just about a roof, that the whare is actually about a sense of aroha and love that people give that make the difference. And I finish with this ancient chant that says this. Se ki e lue, se ki e lue, e no te a te mea, na iki te ia. Se ki e lue, e no te a te mea, na iki te ia. No te manua I viama, no te manua I viama. It translated, it tells the story that once there was a man named Ezekiel that we know from the Old Testament. And there was a time where he was taken by the Spirit of God and he went to this place and what he saw was a valley of dry bones. The Spirit of God said to him, what do you see? He said, I see hopelessness and I see despair. Then the Spirit of God said to them, now speak to those bones. Then Ezekiel said, but who am I? I'm just an ordinary man. And then the Spirit of God simply said this, then let me speak through you so that you may be a blessing. And as he did, those bones came into life. Can I say this? The solution to the issues that we face are not in the whare over there. They're actually in here and in our community. We have a role of responsibility, absolutely. But in all the work that we're doing, it's the good people that are here tonight, the stories of the advocate, the stories of the support workers and the whare and the mahi that's being done, the students and the work that they're doing, and also too in the soup kitchens, our theological leaders and all our communities that are here today. The solutions lie with all of us to truly make a difference to this issue. Ki rana, e ki maniwea.